Reporter Raimundo, please call roll.
Councilor Wolf,
On deck early. Here.
Council President Hu,
Here.
Mayor Lube,
Here.
Youth Councilor Vogel,
Here.
Councilor Shah,
Here.
and Councilor Singh. Here.
Thank you. If everyone will stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. City Council or teammates, any non-agenda items this evening?
None from us, Mayor.
Perfect. I do just want to say for anybody, we had the Holds Locker grand opening today at the Tigard Library. It's a pretty cool opportunity. If you want to reserve a book online, you can have it delivered to the Holds Locker. And then it's so easy. My toddler helped me do it to retrieve that book. And so we are the Washington County Library who is trying it out for the first 2 years to then see it's a pilot project across WCCLS if it's successful. So it was a super easy experience. You can reserve it anytime online and it just sends you an email when it's ready. So I just wanted to let the community know that that is an option now, which is exciting. The next item on our agenda is proclamations and recognition, and it's my honor to proclaim Hindu Heritage Month for the month of October. And we have Bijal Patel from BAPS, Sri Swami Narayan Mandir up here to accept the proclamation. Please come on up. Would you like to say a few words? And bring anybody up who wants to come with you. Wonderful. That's okay. Yes, please come on up if you'd like to say something. I would love to invite you to do so. Please, you just need to press the button and the green light will come on, and that's how everyone will hear you. You're welcome to do either, whatever you're more comfortable with. If you could just turn it on.
There you go.
Yep, because we have people who watch remotely, and that's how they can hear you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mayor Lube, council members, thank you so much for the proclamation today. We are excited and humbled to be a part of the proclamation today that not only celebrates Hinduism, but fosters community, diversity, and inclusivity here in the city of Tigard. BAPS has been active in Portland for 30 years and will be celebrating its 20th year in the city of Portland next year. Over the last 2 decades, BAPS has made it our mission to make the BAPS Hindu Mandir in Tigard a home for everyone in the Pacific Northwest. It has been our deepest desire to foster inclusiveness, diversity, and awareness of Hinduism, and we are pleased to see the city of Tigard taking the steps to accomplish that today. BAPS strives to serve communities under the banner of our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj's motto, "In the joy of others lies our own." Through annual community blood drives, health fairs, and food banks to fundraising walkathons that have raised money for cancer research and for the climate, BAPS members of all ages embrace the volunteerism and civic responsibility that is at the foundation of Hinduism. We are aligned with all of the communities here today and are aligned with the symbolic proclamation that the city has enacted. Today, we have come together to foster unity, diversity, and community, and we look forward to a bright future here in the city of Tigard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Mayor and distinguished councils members. My name is Krishnamurthy, representing Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh, one of the non-profit organizations, socio-cultural organization. We believe that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means the entire world is one family and we are all brothers and sisters. With that concept, we serve the society, we work and build the bondage and bridge between the communities. With that, the main focus is on bringing the awareness about the Hinduism in the community and work with other Hindu and other groups together and serve the society. So the main focus of another thing is Seva, which is a social service. So I coordinate the social service activities at US level, HSS US, okay? But I live in Portland, fortunately, in beautiful state. So with having said that, we thought of this, your gesture on granting the proclamation on Hindu Heritage Month is really great. And one of the festivals we celebrate, which is focus of bonding, is Diwali, which falls on the October month, so which we celebrate. And during that time, we are focusing on Seva with the concept of Seva. Diwali, when we are all enjoying the festival, so we want our community, our neighborhood should be smiling. So with that, we collect the food from the neighborhood and donate the food to the same local communities wherever there is a need. So with that, we are starting the Seva Diwali this year in October 15th to November 20th. So we would like to work with the cities and get the help and then donate the collected food to the nearby neighborhoods wherever there is a need. Thanks for giving this opportunity, and thanks for considering and recognizing the Hindu Heritage Month. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your thoughts with us. We really appreciate it. So I have this proclamation and would love to present it to you. The next item on our agenda today is public comment. If you would like to provide public comment by phone, in, or video, please call in now or get online to get in the queue. The phone number is 503-966-4101. And we will start with follow-up to previous public comment with Assistant City Manager Trich.
Great. Good evening, Mayor and City Council, community members, and Tigard teammates. We had 2 in-person comments last week. We always appreciate public comment, and all comments in public and committee meetings, as well as these council meetings, are recorded and stored. And with that, to the public comments, we had one person speaking in opposition to Washington County's proposed tile flat road extension. And then we also had a community member expressing concern for a shared street concept and requesting more consideration in the Hall Boulevard visioning. Both members received a response from the City of Tigard.
Thank you. We did not receive any written public comment by noon yesterday. Do we have any in-person comment signed up today?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Okay. Here's an opportunity. Would anybody like to give us written public comment? Or no? Okay. Network Administrator Vang, are there any phone callers in the queue or any requests to comment by video today?
We have one caller in the queue. The name is Daniel Thompson.
Okay. Please let Daniel in. Daniel?
Hello?
Hi, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I would like to address an opportunity that I think the City of Tigard is missing, and that is related to, in the last session, the city praised the DIG real estate company for making energy efficient 5-story mixed-use development. and there was a $65,000 TIF award, or District Development Assistance, and they also became eligible for 80% VHDZ property tax abatement. And while I commend the city for their attempt to be more environmentally conscious, I think Tigard seems to be unaware that switching to all electric sources is just pollution shifting, and that 50% of Oregon's electric comes from coal, natural gas, or nuclear, which is harmful, and that Tigard is missing a greater opportunity. Tigard should be looking at opportunities to recycle, reuse, and repurpose existing structures. By updating existing structures with energy-efficient windows, improved insulation, upgrading utility efficiencies, the recycled structures avoid the carbon-intensive trucks pouring concrete, pollution shifting by going electric, and it doesn't congest the roadways with excessive vehicles onto roads that were designed for 1970s traffic. I think it also helps preserve Tigard's historic classic look instead of creating these cold, lifeless cubes. I feel Tigard needs to look into investing into repurposing existing structures and help awarding amounts like the $650,000 TIF assistance into rehabilitating existing structures into net zero structures, which is far more achievable than wasting it on new construction, which will never achieve the claims that they present, because that just goes to increased road congestion and pollution. That's my input.
Okay. Thank you so much, Daniel, for calling in today.
Thank you. Bye.
Next, we have our administrative report with Assistant City Manager Tritch.
Good evening again, everyone. There is a lot of exciting information to cover. Our teammates have been very busy and so grateful for the community for participating in so many wonderful events. We had a successful fall festival at Cook Park on Saturday with 89 registrants. We're also our parks team is transitioning to fall and winter service. That means that park shelters are on a first come, first served basis, and the splash pad at Universal Plaza is now closed for the season. The Streets Division in Public Works supported Tigard High School with traffic control for their homecoming parade over the weekend. And then coming up this Saturday, the City of Tigard will be recognized at the Tualatin River Keepers Green Heron as a 2023 River Champion. Big event on Saturday. It was great to see so many folks there. The Tigard Police Open House hosted 826 participants, including hundreds of kids, and this year was expanded to include a bike rodeo for kids, which is part of the Safe Routes to School program. This allowed kids to get fitted for free bike helmets, and I believe over 250 free helmets were given to local children. And also information about the fundamentals for biking safely. This is a new record for free helmets at a Tigard community event, only to hopefully be broken at this coming Saturday's El Tigre Festival at Cook Park. Before we move on to that, though, I did want to also recognize our CERT teammates in Public Works also for sharing information at the Tigard Police Open House for emergency go kits. And then also the information sharing around the Public Safety Renewal Levy, which is one of our highest organizational priorities through 2024. Tomorrow is the Walk and Roll to School Day. So Tigard and Tualatin School District students and also some of our neighboring school districts will be participating in the International Walk and Roll to School Day. And students are encouraged to walk, roll, or bus to school. And there's a variety of goodies available for those that do. There's a lot of benefits to physical health, confidence, and also climate. Tigard's Economic Development Team and Business Impact Northwest have begun marketing the Tigard Impact Fund to business owners in Tigard, which prioritizes underbanked business owners who face challenges accessing traditional bank loans. So far, 5 businesses in Tigard have expressed interest, and 2 applications have been submitted so far for review. From the financial side of the house, our internal interim audit field work wrapped up in August, and our team is preparing for final field work for the city's audit, scheduled for the weeks of October 16th and November 6th. Thank you, Mayor, for mentioning the Holds Locker. Just before this meeting, there was that great opening, which was funded in part by American Rescue Plan Act dollars, as well as Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Securities Act, as well as through Washington County. Finally, El Tigre Festival on October 7th. This is going to be our 2nd annual event at Cook Park this year. We encourage folks to consider biking or using alternative transportation. There will be free bike valet if you want to use that mode. Our library teammates will also be on hand to give out free books and do library card sign-ups at the event. Books will be available in English and Spanish, thanks to the generosity of friends of the Tigard Library. There's a lot going on. Hope to see many of you all there.
That is a lot going on. The next, or are there any questions regarding the, yes, Council President Hu?
I heard Tyler was launched today. How was that?
Tyler also launched today. Thanks to the tremendous efforts of our finance teammates and IT department teammates, some of our finance colleagues are here today as well, who have been going above and beyond, committing numerous hours. It seems like we're off to a good start. There'll be a few things to work out on the way, but Tigard teammates are getting trained, and we're looking forward to rolling out a customer experience in the coming several months. And modernizing city services being a goal of ours, I think we're going to realize that here soon.
Thank you for that reminder. It's a big day. The next item on our agenda is to consider a resolution to adopt the Tigard Police Officer Association labor contract. And we have HR Director Warner and HR Business Partner Armstrong to be here to present the report. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor and Council. We're excited to be before you this evening, asking Council to give consideration to ratifying the 3-year collective bargaining agreement between the City of Tigard and the Tigard Police Officers Association. And if we could have the next slide, please. We began bargaining this with TPOA in February, and we continued to bargain through August. It was productive bargaining, and Council initially provided authority and were updated on progress along the way. We did reach a tentative agreement on August 30th, and TPOA membership voted in favor of the contract on September 6, 2023. And so a resolution is presented to Council requesting ratification today, October 3rd. And if I could have the next slide, please. This agreement is a 3-year agreement expiring June 30th, and we were really working to focus on attracting and retaining top talent by providing a competitive contract. And if I just may mention that the executive board for TPOA is here this evening, and they represented the team members of our police department admirably in this negotiation. If I could have the next slide, please. The wage increases that were negotiated include a 6% cost of living adjustment for July 1st, 2023. And then July 1st of 2024, there would be a 4% cost of living adjustment, and July 1st of 2025, a 4% cost of living adjustment. Next slide, please. To bring the TPOA and our police officers in line with the competitive market, we did need to make some market adjustments, and so we negotiated and agreed to a July 1st, 2023, 1% market adjustment. And then in January of 2024, a 2% market adjustment, and then the following subsequent years on January 2025 and 2026, another 1% market adjustment. Next slide, please. Other economic changes that we considered in this negotiation were to maintain the 90-10 cost share of the premium cost share for health insurance, and that's 90% covered by the employer, 10% by the employees. We did increase some shift differentials to recognize the different times of day and types of work that are assigned and managed by people on different shifts. And then we also made updates to certain special assignments and incentives, again, to remain competitive in the local market. Next slide, please. Some of the increases that were agreed to included an increase to our VEBA contribution, an increase to callback pay, an increase to our bilingual incentive to make our incentives for bilingual services equitable across the city and aligned with our SEIU contract. We also looked to increase the vacation accrual cap, and we incorporated paid leave Oregon language into the agreement, and then made some other general language adjustments for clarification throughout the agreement. Next slide, please. So for the current fiscal year, it's approximately a $1 million new spend for this contract. Again, it is a 3-year agreement, and so that would be for the first year. For the life of the agreement, it's approximately $4.5 million over the 3-year life of the agreement. The cost is calculated assuming all of the current general and levy-funded positions are filled. And then supplemental budget requests will be presented, providing the council ratifies the agreement. Next slide, please. And so this was a team effort. There were a lot of people that were supporting these negotiations along the way, including City Council and City Management, to ensure that we had a fair and equitable contract with our police officers and the team in the law enforcement division. And then within the city of Tigard, we want to recognize that Dan Rowan from CDR Labor Law provided excellent guidance, understanding the local market and law enforcement legislation in particular. Chief McAlpine and her guidance throughout this process, along with Bob Rogers, Commander Rogers, and Lieutenant Monty Fox, who gave us that functional operational awareness and insightfulness about how the department operates. I want to thank Jill Armstrong, HR business partner, who did tremendous research in comparables and collecting data and keeping our records in order along the way. And then Lisa Shaw, who is our police business manager, who provided tremendous support for the economics and the coordination of the proposals, the costing out of the proposals along the way. And then again, our TPOA executive team, they did a great job representing the people of the law enforcement division and our police officers, and that would be Nick Nunn, the TPOA president. Nick is here this evening, as well as Gabe Stone, Sue Garino, and then Kevin Dresser, who began part of the negotiations, and then Gabe came in and took his place. So I want to thank all those folks for making this a successful negotiation, and we'd like to ask council if they would consider the resolution.
Thank you.
I think there's one more slide. Yes, to asking council to adopt the resolution to ratify the new collective bargaining agreement.
Thank you so much. This is obviously a big contract that comes before us every 3 years. And as you stated, this is something that the council has been briefed on since February of this year. And so I want to communicate to our community, if there aren't a lot of questions, it's not because we don't have them, it's because we've asked them along the way. And we have been briefed along the way to understand what's in this contract. So kind of like the budgeting process, a whole lot of work happens before it comes before us. But I did want to open it up for any questions or comments. Yes, Councilor Singh.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the presentation. I just wanted to ask if, this is probably a basic question, but are there any other departments in the city of Tigard that have union representation, or is it just the police department?
There are other departments that have union representation with the SEIU contract. That would include the library, public works, and then facilities division, and a few other departments that are also included within positions incorporated within the SEIU agreement.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We bargain those on alternating schedules. So during your term, you will have the SEIU contract come before you. They're bargained in 3 years. Councilor Shaw?
Thank you very much for the presentation and to all those involved, both the city team, but also TPOA executive committee. Can you remind me, it says the increase to the VEBA contribution, and I cannot remember what the VEBA is.
VEBA is a health reimbursement account, and I believe it's the voluntary employee benefit. And I can't think of the A myself, so I can get back to you on that.
I think I have it in notes.
Yeah, Councilor Wolf.
I'll just be really brief. I just wanted to take that opportunity just to appreciate the collaboration, the cooperation, and the work on both from the Tigard Police Association as well as the city to come to a resolution, a conclusion that meets the needs of our officers and all our teammates. I know it's a lot of hard work, and I just, as someone that's worked on bargaining for a number of years, I just really appreciate you all in working so hard to come to a positive outcome. So thank you. That's it.
Thank you. I would entertain a motion. Oh, Council President who?
I move to approve resolution number 23-27.
I'll second.
Okay. The resolution has been motioned and seconded. Deputy City Recorder, please read the number and title of the resolution.
Resolution number 23-27, a resolution adopting a new collective bargaining agreement between the City of Tigard and the Tigard Police Officers Association, parentheses TPOA, and authorizing the city manager to sign.
Thank you. All of those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 23-27 passes unanimously by vote of the council. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you so much.
The next item on our agenda today is to consider the fiscal year 24 budget supplemental for the Tigard Police Officers Association contract. We have Budget Manager Plath to present the staff report. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor Lubin, Council. I actually have the next 3 items to present, so get to talk to me a lot for a minute. And as you stated, this first one is for the TPOA resolution, and as they stated previously, it was approximately $1 million in the full financial contract. However, due to vacancies that were within the department already and some savings as we've already started the fiscal year, we're only requesting a total of $823,178. $714,000 of that will be transferred from the contingency within our general fund. We have a $900,000 contingency budgeted in. And the other additional $108,000 will be in addition to the police levy fund.
Thank you. I will open it up if there are any questions regarding this resolution or a motion.
Mayor, I'd like to move to approve resolution number 23-28.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded for resolution 23-28. Assistant City Recorder, please read the number and title of the resolution.
Resolution number 23-28, a resolution to adopt the budget supplemental for Tigard Police Officer Association labor contract.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution 23-28 passes unanimously by vote of the council. Whew. Next item on our agenda is a public hearing to consider the resolution to adopt the City of Tigard Q1 budget supplemental. I will open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to testify by phone, video, or in person, please call now to get in the queue at 503-966-4101. You may get online, or there is a sign-up sheet at the front of the room for you. And we have Budget Manager Plath here to give the staff report.
Thank you. And so for this first quarter supplemental budget request, we have a total of 10 carry forward items, which are coming from the budget that was in fiscal year 23 and are items that were not able to be completed, and so they need to roll over into fiscal year 24. There are various reasons for those, mostly delays with construction or permitting, things like that. There are an additional 5 items that are added that were new, that were unknown at the time of the fiscal year 24 budget planning process. And then 1 item that we are adding that is a pressing necessity that was also not known at the time of the fiscal year 24 budget process. The total appropriation requested is $9,231,289 across 5 separate funds. Of that, the actual expenditure increase is $4.9 million. The reason for the larger number is because the actual expenditure is 4.9, but it's coming from other funds, and so we also have to increase the transfer appropriation in those funds so that it can move to the funds that actually pay the bill.
It's fancy accounting speak. Yeah. We did not have any written comments received for this item by noon on Monday. Network Administrator Vang, are there any callers in the queue to testify or any video?
There are no callers and
Okay.
no video testimony requests.
Thank you. Deputy City Recorder Raymundo, has anyone signed up in person?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Okay, and there is no response to testimony. So I will close the public hearing and open it up for consideration and questions of Resolution 23-29. Yes, Councilor Wolf.
No additional comments, Budget Manager Plath. I just wanted to say thank you. You guys are a little busy right now with a lot on your plate, and you took the time. The AIS was very detailed on the whys, and for those added questions, I just wanted to appreciate the time that was given to walk through all those issues, and to say that also to Director King in the back too, and for the team. I just appreciated it. So.
It was a large team effort, and they're all up on the screen, so I'm sure they all appreciate it, and I'll say thank you for all of us.
Any additional questions or a motion?
Mayor, I'd like to move and approve resolution number 23-29.
I second.
The resolution has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Okay. Will the City Recorder, Deputy City Recorder, please read the number and title of the resolution?
Resolution number 23-29, a resolution to adopt the FY 2024 first quarter budget supplemental.
Thank you. All of those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Resolution 23-29 is adopted by unanimous vote of the council. I will now convene the Town Center Development Agency. And we have the TCDA public hearing for the Town Center Development Agency fiscal year 24 first quarter budget supplemental hearing. And I will open the public hearing. And if anyone is wishing to testify by phone or video, please do so now to get into the queue. And the phone number is 503-966-4101. And there's a sign-up sheet at the front of the room. Budget Manager Plath, welcome again.
Nice to be here again. So with this resolution, it is also for a first quarter supplemental for TCDA, and these are all carry forward items. There's one capital project item and then 2 other grants that were awarded into the previous fiscal year but have yet to be funded out to that grantee. So we're just asking to roll that appropriation into the new year.
Excellent. We did not receive any written comments yesterday by noon for this item. Network Administrator Vang, are there any callers in the queue or anyone wishing to testify by video?
There are no callers in queue and no video requests.
Thank you. Deputy City Recorder Raymundo, has anyone signed up to testify in person?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Okay, thank you so much. There's no response to testimony, so I will close the public hearing. And now we have board consideration of TCDA Resolution 23-05. Are there any questions or comments or a motion?
Okay. Mayor, I move to approve TCDA resolution number 23-05.
And I'll second the motion.
Is there any discussion? Deputy City Recorder, please read the number and title of the resolution.
TCDA Resolution Number 23-05, a resolution to adopt the FY 2024 first quarter budget supplemental to Town Center Development Agency, parentheses TCDA, Urban Development.
Thank you. All of those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? TCDA Resolution 23-05 is adopted by unanimous vote of the board. I will reconvene the Tigard City Council. And we don't have any non-agenda items, and there's no executive session. Yeah, I think that's actually quite possibly the fastest city council meeting I have ever been a part of. I see that fist pump back there. I saw you.
Kudos to staff.
Yeah, that was very snappy. Thank you. And truly, the information in the packet was very, very thorough. It didn't leave room for a lot of questions. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I move to adjourn.
I'll second the motion.
All of those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? We are adjourned. Quite frankly, I don't know what to do with the rest of my night.